Good evening, passengers, and welcome to the DeRailers podcast. Tonight, our first stop will be the great Canadian TV show, Kenny vs. Spenny. So sit back and relax, because it's about to get super competitive up in this bitch. Enjoy the show.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the DeRailers podcast. I am Goobs.
I'm Genevieve.
And I am Ripkin. And welcome to the DeRailers podcast, part of the SomeBuddies Network. And today we're talking about some classic Canadian television. That's right. Maybe that surprised you to hear that the great show, Kenny vs. Spenny, that we hope you've heard of, is Canadian.
If not, you'll listen anyways because you love our personalities.
That's right. And we're going to sell the show to you because if you haven't seen it, you're going to want to watch it right after this. But it's filmed just down the street from us, down the street.
The one street in Canada.
Yeah, exactly. Down the one road in Canada, in Toronto.
Yeah, you can see, if you know Toronto well, you can know definitely around the area where they're living.
Exactly. See all the great Canadian landmarks, even some Canadian talent coming and going on the show. But for those who haven't heard of it, it's about two best friends, Kenny and Spenny. Kenneth and Spencer, if you will. You know, if you know them personally, like we don't.
No.
I met Kenny once.
There we go. See, so we do know
I was
him.
going to go get an autograph from him, but I saw him being a complete fucking asshole, which he is on the show.
He sells it.
So he's not breaking kayfabe, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
He's living the gimmick.
He is what he is. And we saw him, like, cursing someone out at a Comic-Con. I'm like, yeah I don't really want to go meet him now. He's like, come on, give me your fucking money. And, like, go on an autograph picture, give me your fucking money. It's like, okay, you're a little too much, bud.
I don't feel like getting roasted, let alone paying for it.
It was almost on Iron Sheik level.
Fuck you!
Call me the really bad F word, and then I'm probably not giving you money. I don't care if you call Hulk Hogan that all the time. Can't just call random people that.
Iron Sheik can and will. Does.
He doesn't care. He follows no rules.
But yeah, and there's another story. My friend took his son and his friend to go meet at Comic-Con. The one kid liked the show Kenny vs. Spenny. He goes up, he's like, where's your hot mom? I want a boner, and like all this stuff. He's asking this like teenager pretty much about where his mom is because he wants to fornicate with her.
Typical Kenny fashion by the
And the guy that brought them was he's like, okay, let's go, kids. He's all about the ladies.
So happy to meet you. You're a fine role model, sir. Take care.
Plug your ears, children.
Yeah. Well, that's typical Kenny fashion, especially if you know the show. The premise is they're two best friends who partake in a lot of very different competitions. And Kenny usually comes out on top because he will literally do anything to win, including cheat and cheat some more.
He's a mastermind, some would say.
Yeah, he really is. He's come up with some genius ways of bending the rules.
He always cheats. He'll use the rules that Spencer lays out at the beginning of the show, and he'll look at them and devise a way to fuck with them.
It's almost like he sits down with lawyers.
Yeah,
and then the lawyers
or he's a union rep.
We'll find some loopholes here for sure.
Pretty much, there's a new competition every show, and it can range from who can kiss more ladies to who can sit on a cow the longest.
Who can stay tied to a goat?
Yes, that one was great.
Kilgore.
Brilliant tactics played.
So yeah, they had
horrible.
They had a rope tied to their ankles and another tied to a goat.
This is
tethered.
Terrible.
They're tethered to a goat, pretty much at the ankles. Yeah.
And Spencer's goat, Kenny picked out for him and had big balls and everything.
Yeah. No. I think Spencer picked his own goat. He just made the mistake of.
Oh yeah,
I think they picked boy or girl, kind of.
I'm thinking of another. I've watched so many episodes in the past.
Kenny actually did his research on goats to know which goat to pick, to know which one would be more calm.
He did give it coffee beans and shit like that.
He gave Spencer's coffee beans and Red Bull.
So he was going fucking ape shit.
Yeah, that goat thought he had wings, man.
And then the whole thing at the end of it, how Kenny won the competition, and when he pretty much bought a dead goat,
skinned
and everything. He's putting it up on the table, and he had a rope tied to it, but it was a fake rope because his goat was in the closet the whole time. So Spenny, in his big heart, untied. He's like, I'm not fucking doing this anymore. He untied it from him. And then Kenny's like, you think I'd actually fucking kill a goat, man?
Spencer actually did think he would kill a goat, though, because, yes, that's what Kenny would do.
That's how bad he gets.
He would do anything. Yeah, that was good stuff. But even funnier is when they were doing the rope thing, and Spencer has like a 10-foot rope, and then Kenny reveals at first he looks like he has a 10-foot rope, and then he pulls it
from under his
and
pant
he's
leg.
got like a fucking. It looked like it was like a mile long,
like 40 feet.
Like he was able to go upstairs in his apartment while the goat remained downstairs on the bottom floor, just do its thing. So he was not nearly as close to the goat.
No, he definitely wasn't.
Yeah, so that's the lengths Kenny will go to. If you haven't seen the show, you need to check it out. And just quickly, here are some fun facts about Kenny vs. Spenny. Originally, it was going to air on MTV, but the broadcasters rejected the pilot. The USA Network also picked it up, but then ended up pulling the plug on it. The show aired on the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, the CBC, but was cancelled after the first season, and then Showcase eventually picked it up around 2005. The show has been canceled a number of times, and it will become clear as to why that is. CBC actually canceled it twice. One of the times was due to an incident where a Kenny vs. Spenny commercial aired during CBC's whole toddler block. A bunch of kids saw a commercial for a show that probably looked really hilarious, and they were probably really interested in. But then they couldn't watch at all and shouldn't ever. More fun little facts about it too are that Matt Stone and Trey Parker, who everyone know as the creators of South Park, as well as the stars of Basketball, came on as executive producers of the show in the 4th season. I didn't even know that. I thought that was cool. Learned that in my 5 minutes of research before the podcast began. And of course, the show has a dedicated fan base. It still very much airs today. People keep statistics of the show, and obviously Kenny is well ahead.
Oh yeah, he wins pretty much every time.
Yeah. For anyone who might be listening in another country, don't worry, you're in luck as well, because you might not know Kenny versus Spenny, but perhaps you know the other versions, such as Frank versus Gerard. That's the French-Canadian version. There's also Ed versus Spencer in the UK.
I bet you that one gets vile.
Oh, fuck. Ed versus Spencer, there'd probably be a lot of banter, for sure. Lots of banter. Then, of course, there's Juan versus Ramon in Colombia.
I wanna watch
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
They start like whip out machetes and start attacking
No,
each
don't
other.
say that.
You never know.
You never know what they do in Colombia.
I mean,
Cocaine.
yeah, and coffee.
Who can do more cocaine?
'Cause
Who
they
can
have
drink
a-
more coffee?
They have the one who can smoke more weed, so why can't Colombia, who can do more coke?
Who can deal more coke?
Oh,
Who can do
shit.
more large-scale coke deals? Who can
Yeah,
fit more
exactly.
coke up their bum?
Who can
Sorry, that
become
one
the
gone
drug
too
lord?
far. Ramon kills it. Elton versus Simon in Germany.
Oh, I thought it was in UK, like Elton John versus Simon Cowell.
No, unfortunately, it's the Germans who, it's Elton versus Simon.
I bet there's a lot of shiza. I'm just stereotyping.
For sure. Well, you have to. I mean, that's what they do in Canada. That's why we stay tied to goats all the time. We got goats tied to us right now. Then we have Katja versus Bridget. Dennis versus Valerio, both in the Netherlands.
Girl version and guy version.
And then there's
Oh.
even Sid versus Varun in India. So,
Nice.
I mean, Kenny versus Spenny has had quite the influence.
Yeah, they kicked off
On
a
the
whole
world.
bunch of different...
Yeah, they got best friends competing
bigger
with
than
each
Big
other.
Brother, some would say.
Phew.
And Survivor.
America's Got Talent. Every country has talent these days.
Yeah.
Kenny versus Spenny started it all. Their true first competition show. Real reality TV right here, folks.
But was it really real? Some of the stuff just seems like it just fits too perfect in place. Even if I've read some stuff online that says it's kind of... A lot of it is staged, but you don't really care. You're there for the entertainment value and to see Spenny fucking suck it. Like, because at the end of every episode, they have to do a humiliation.
Yes.
So whoever loses, the winner picks something very vile for them to do. And it ranges from anywhere from, I've seen Kenny pick out corn kernels that he's eaten, shit them out, pick them out of his poo, and then put them in a popcorn
yeah.
machine with other kernels,
Blech.
and then watch Spenny eat it. But the weirdest thing about that, Spenny just grabs the popcorn bowl that's just on the kitchen table, and then eats popcorn with a spoon. What kind of insane person are you to eat popcorn with a spoon?
Maybe you don't like germs.
But, if you're eating popcorn to
that's
yourself,
fucked
who
up.
cares?
Yeah,
It's your
I'm
germs.
I'm just
Less
saying.
chance of pink eye.
You're
I
sticking...
guess.
No, he didn't know.
Oh,
Because Kenny thought, if he would never do it. if he knew.
Of course.
It was never an announced humiliation. He didn't tell him that he was going to be doing it. So he just did it. And then he left the popcorn. It's like, oh, there's popcorn on the table. So he comes in and eats it with a spoon. So he didn't even know he's eating ass corn.
With a
Ew.
spoon.
Gross.
I don't know what's weirder. Eating the ass corn or eating it with a spoon.
I've never, ever in my life seen someone eat popcorn with a spoon.
No.
No, that's messed
It
up.
must be tough as well. I can't imagine it'd be easy.
No, like you get like what, like 2 kernels?
Yeah,
or 2
the rest
popcorn?
is definitely falling off. This is boggling my mind. This is...
One guy had to lick, I forget who it was, had to lick the handle of a porn store.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the shit escalates.
My goodness. Was it the inside handle?
I don't know. It might have been the outside handle. Either or.
Disgusting, regardless.
Yeah, it'd be pretty bad regardless, for sure.
And the one competition that Jenny almost threw up on, we were watching, who can keep a doo-doo in their pants the longest. So they wore diapers and they took a shit. And they're going to go 3 days. Most competitions go for 3 days. Unless they're doing mini competitions. So this one, they had to keep shit in their pants for 3 days. And Kenny always goes to a special doctor down in Toronto, Dr. Goldman, I think. He made Spenny think he bought these pills that won't make him shit, like ones that will make you constipated and block you up.
Yeah.
So he went and bought them all, replaced the packets with laxatives, and put them back. And Spenny saw him doing this. He's like, oh, that's a great idea. So he goes down to the same store and buys them, but they're laxatives. He eats 2 of them. We're not supposed to. So he ends up, like, shitting his underwear. Like, there's shit fucking everywhere. And then he puts on these, like, waterproof diapers over top and, like, tapes them shut. There's just shit
so
all inside his legs.
gross.
And, like, they're doing a butt-banging competition where they slam their ass on all this
Oh, I'm
stuff.
gonna
And
throw up now. It's disgusting.
yeah, there's, like, shit was flying.
It, literally gross.
And this is in Canada. You can imagine the UK version.
Right.
Oh, man.
Like, the one who could touch some more breasts, that was, like, Kenny was absolutely genius in that one. Spenny, he would just go around and give out fake breast exams and stuff like that. And
Fucking molest people.
yeah, pretty much. And he's just so cringy and awkward.
Yeah,
when
for sure.
The way he's talking to people is just like, hey, this is a non-sexual breast touch. Like, he's like, I can touch it over clothes. And then Kenny just goes absolutely wild. He figures out if you're hugging people, that's touching breast. So he gets points from doing that. He's doing a meet and greet at Sunrise Records in Toronto. He's just hugging all these girls and everything, signing breast. Then he goes to a mannequin factory, and there's tons of breasts there. They just said breasts in general. Then he goes to a chicken factory and touching all the chicken breasts. Like, he smoked them. They didn't even calculate how many he had. And then that's when Spenny touched a girl's breast inside of a limousine trying to be Girls Gone Crazy. He's like, oh, if these guys could do it, what can I do? It's a good way to touch breasts. He couldn't even get into the club. It was too full. Touched one girl's boobs, and then his camera crew pretty much got beat up by the boyfriend while he locked the door and hid like a bitch inside. He's like, get the cops, because they're all fighting outside the thing, and he's just freaking right out.
The show really paints Spenny as like a little weakling. A little scaredy cat, the
Especially
poor guy.
when he goes through that whole, like, phase where he's all, like, depressed and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
He's very depressing.
yeah.
He's a depressing character.
On him, though, he always tries to teach people something through what they're doing. Like,
Yeah, I mean, he tries.
he tries, but he fails ultimately in every thing that he
for sure.
does.
And Kenny just makes him look like an absolute
Yeah.
idiot.
And you see
for
people
doing
on the
so.
street when they're doing stuff like walking around, they have to do challenges outside and shit, and they're like, Kenny's gonna kick your ass, man, you're just a pussy, and like, just going off on him.
Yeah.
This guy probably still gets it to this day.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure he would. I think my favorite episode was who could do it was either biggest or loudest fart.
Oh, yeah.
And they even had meters. It was the gas that it gives off. And
Yeah,
like,
the
that's how
methane,
they
they had
determined
methane
it. Yeah.
readers.
And it was literally right off the bat, I think it was Kenny's very first fart. He just did one, like right during the opening, and he measured it, and it was huge.
It was like 27 or something.
Yeah, and it stayed as like the record for the whole show, and Spenny was doing everything to beat this fart. And so this is where Kenny's genius came in. He actually went and saw, I don't know if it was the same doctor, but he went to a doctor, and the doctor did a whole bunch of compressions on his stomach that pretty much made him fart all day, but they wouldn't register methane. They would just literally be clearing his colon pretty much.
Yeah.
Like he pretty much got a colon cleaning. So they would just be farts like that. And he literally just did it as like an intimidation factor for Spenny. so that he'd go around the house dropping these huge bombs, and he wouldn't even be measuring
Oh, no,
them.
he pumped air up his ass.
Yes, yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, exactly.
He was upstairs and they had that air pump, and they pumped, like, physically air up his ass.
He did something that made him fart but not register, and it was only as an intimidation factor, because he also brought in his mother's, I believe, special chili.
Yes.
And which is known. Spenny knows that this gives Kenny gas, and it gives him these huge bombs, but then he added a touch to it. He added stuff in it that would make it impossible.
Yeah, like Beano kind of, get the gas out of you.
Yeah.
But he didn't eat that one. He just left it there.
Yes.
He told Spenny, don't touch my shit.
And he even locked it up, did like the whole thing, and then Spenny eventually relented, knowing that he wasn't going to beat this guy's fart in the 3 days, and ate the chili, and he became so blocked up to the point where he had to go see a doctor because he couldn't figure out like why he couldn't fart, like why he couldn't pass gas. It's just, that's Kenny's genius right there. The whole pumping air up his own ass. Just so he could drop these big, huge farts as an intimidation. And it was driving Spenny crazy. He's like, he's not even measuring them, guys. He's not even holding up the thing, like, because he knew that his first fart was so good that it was going to be unbeatable. I love that episode, and I'm a child at heart. Farts.
And you can rip some big farts yourself.
Please stop. You're making me blush. I'd like to think I would.
They don't even smell. It's amazing.
I would. I assure you, I'm not pumping air up my butt. I assure you,
If
I'm
you
all
were,
real.
you'd probably take flight.
I'm all legit. I could have won that competition, I think.
Do you have a favorite of mine, honey? Who can smoke more
who
weed?
can smoke more weed, of course I like. It's funny. Because I just like watching fucking Spenny, like a noob, smoke weed.
No, of course.
It's
yeah,
fucking,
of
like,
course.
noobs smoking weed is one of my favorite things to watch. Like,
oh my god.
It just cracks me up.
Yeah.
Kenny's gone to the lengths of, like, pretending his mother's dead, and there's a funeral for his mom.
Yeah, but that's bad.
'Cause he didn't want to run 10K. And, like, Spenny was training and everything, and he, like, faked his mom's fucking pictures at the hospital. His mom, like, Spenny met the mom at the hospital and everything. They had the IV in her arm. Oh, yeah. Pictures of her, like, lying on the bed dead. Like, he's showing up at the family house, like, giving all the family hugs and everything. And he sends them to a funeral, and it's a totally different fucking funeral. And Kenny's already on the track doing laps already. Well, Spenny's at the funeral. He finds out what's going on. He's like, the fuck?
That's low.
I think he might have still came back and won that, because he was like, he was determined at that point. Because he just started running, and Kenny was just like walking,
sauntering. That's crazy. People might be surprised to hear that Spenny has actually won some competitions, more than you'd probably think.
But then his humiliations are always weak.
Yeah.
Like, he never actually, like, if me and you, like, if us three were doing this kind of show and I keep losing, the time I won, you're both fucked.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You definitely do some payback.
Oh, definitely. If you're down, like, 10-1 and you've been getting fucked with this whole time,
yeah.
I'd be coming hard. Like, you have to take, Ripken's got to take a bath in mustard, and Jenny's got to jump into a bath of fucking cotton balls. Like, that's not good for both of them.
It's poison.
It's terrible.
I'm gonna put you in like a chicken coop.
Yeah.
Put you in with some geese.
Everything would be something to do with birds for me.
Right.
Yeah, it'd be a bird, everything.
Birds and haunted houses.
Or a bird haunted house.
Yeah.
Alfred Hitchcock, The Birds, The Haunted House.
Your fucking nightmare.
That would be scary, even for me. I wouldn't like that.
My favorite one is Who Can Get Furthest with a Woman. And Kenny just absolutely ruined Spenny on this one for me. There's all these girls there. There's about 10 girls, and they have time to, like, if you get a kiss, it's like 1 point. If you get to touch a boob, it's 2 points. And if you get a hand job or blow job, you get so many points. And 10 points for a home run, like actual fornication.
Intercourse.
That's my word of the night.
Woo!
The whole evening's going on. Kenny's touching a couple boobs. Spenny's doing his thing. And then one girl in particular falls in love with Spenny, and she starts like giving him hand jobs everywhere, blowing him everywhere, and then they're giving the tally at the end, and Spenny's way up there. He's got so many fucking points, and Kenny only has like 7 or 8. So he's like, I ruined you, I trounced you on this competition, and Kenny just looks at him and is like, I said it was who can get furthest with a woman. And he was with, like, pretty much a ladyboy.
Oh, no. That's terrible.
Yeah, Kenny hired the person to come onto the show
Okay.
and play along with it and everything. And yeah, they just walk out and show their bits right in front of Spenny, and Spenny just walks off in shame, like not knowing what to do. So he thought he was actually had a home run with this lady.
Wow.
Not the case.
No, and now it's all out there live on the air for people to see.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking of an episode at first. I don't even remember what the challenge was. I think it was who can kiss more women. But it was a cringy episode because
The one where the girl actually liked him?
Oh, yeah.
It was
Watch
terrible.
that
It was
That
terrible.
broke my
Guys,
heart.
people. Oh, man. If you don't like to cringe, don't check this out. But this is like, it's heartbreaking, actually.
Yeah, because he's walking around like, I want non-sexual kisses, like kiss you on the cheek. And like
being cringy.
He's always, and this is the way he approaches people. It's not like natural.
No.
And Kenny is just absolutely killing it on this one. He's getting
Yeah.
kisses everywhere because he's pretending he's a tourist, and like you kiss on both cheeks and everything. So he's just destroying it. And then a girl comes up and Spenny. It's hard when they're both the names are so fucking close.
That's the goal. Unless you're Ed and Spencer.
Spenny's just standing there on the side of the street with a megaphone attached to the van. He's like trying to, come on, give me a kiss. And one girl walks over, gives him a kiss. She's like, I'm going to help you beat him.
Yeah.
Because he's toxic and everything. And this girl's helping him. And she actually gets him quite a few kisses. Because she is not threatening with a girl coming
She's
up
not
like,
cringy.
hey.
She's more approachable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey, can you come give this guy kisses in the competition? Okay, sure, no problem. So he's getting all sorts of kisses on the cheek. Then he goes home and he figures out in his own mind, 'cause he's that fucked up and paranoid. As you would be.
Because your best friend is deranged and a psychopath.
So he comes home and like asks Kenny about like, I know you hired her and like this, that, and the other thing. And Kenny tells him straight up, I didn't hire her. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. So the next day she buys him a t-shirt. Like she gets him a present. They're on the side of the street. And he just berates this girl.
Oh, it was terrible.
It is terrible.
It was so bad.
He's just like, I know you're working with him. You're such a good actor. You're gonna win an Emmy one day. And this girl like probably was heartbroken. She actually gave him like legit kisses at the end of the day when he dropped her off. Like they mouth kissed, like not just on the cheek. So he fucked up hard there. She seemed like a pretty nice girl too.
Yeah.
And you better believe his best friend in the world, Kenny, did not hold back and like reminding him how he'd fucked up. He's like, he's like, this girl really liked you. Like this, he's like, I don't even know who you were talking about. Like this girl legitimately liked you. it was so bad.
That one is bad.
But there you go. Like that is it. That's how crazy Kenny is. That he'll get into your head to the point where when someone tries to actually get close to you during a competition, you get so paranoid. I wonder if that was before or after the Ladyboy thing. Because if it was after, that would make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But if it was before, it's still... But damn.
Yeah, no, he gets right inside his head, man.
Oh.
Spenny is just fucked with constantly.
Yeah. So, if the three of us had a show, the DeRailers versus, what would be our first competition?
Well, that's an interesting question.
If it was
As we're stroking our chins.
I already know Jenny would win who could read the most books.
Yes.
Because, man, I would fit
I don't know.
That. 73 this year.
I would fuck around with that. Because I would pick one of those flip books.
Okay.
No, like we
No,
wouldn't
it's a
make
book.
rules. Like
It's
we
a book.
wouldn't like specify rules. Come on.
It's a book. I would just get the little flip books like the... Oh, that was cool. Guy skateboarding. Well, that's cool. A guy riding a horse.
Yeah, I can do that too, though.
Yeah, but you wouldn't think about that. I'm outside the box.
You say so.
I bet you could still find like a 100-page picture book. Like, just one word.
I would
Orange.
read a choose-your-own-adventure book and just choose death every time. Because technically, you're at the end.
You walk down a hall to safety, turn to page 25, you walk right into the blades of death, turn to the end. Well, that was a great story. I like that one.
Next one.
Yeah, but you're lazy. You wouldn't go to the library to get books.
A lie? What?
Yeah, see?
That's where you get
Oh, they have to be
DVDs.
physical books?
Free
Yeah.
DVDs. That's what the library's good for. But what would be a good what is a competition that like the three of us would like actually have like a good chance at? What would be something that
Nothing to do with being physical.
it would be more like an
As I'm pointing
Impractical
to Jenny.
Jokers style
Yeah.
show, probably. Trying to
Probably.
convince each other to do really weird things in public. Not too weird. We're a little more subtle. We're not too crazy. At least I'm not. I'm not looking to get arrested.
No.
I'm not looking to
I'm
touch
shrugging.
boobs. No.
I'm not looking to have to talk to people. So.
The introverts version.
Jim's just painted up as a mime.
Who's better at sitting alone? I am killing this.
People watching competitions.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Who can make more money busking would be a good one.
Who can witness the first murder?
Jesus.
I know, right? That'd be a tough one. Going out of your way to try and find a murder. Not many
5
people do that.
seasons deep, just one episode.
Still trying to find this murder.
We are out of ideas. You ever seen the first 48? We're on like the first 1122 at this point.
The first 5 years.
Yeah.
We're about to come a cold case file at this point.
I'm about to murder one of my friends at this point.
Just
Just so the other one can see it. This is dark.
I just set you guys up so you look like you're murdering each other.
Ooh, that'd be cool. Oh, an escape room. That'd be a good first competition. Who can escape
Oh,
the escape room
I'm still in
first?
the room.
Who can eat more hot dogs?
Have you guys ever been to an escape room?
No, I have not.
My
No, me
kid
neither.
Has, though.
I feel like I would be really
Who
dumb.
can eat the most hot dogs? I would fucking trounce you both.
Fuck you, man. I can eat hot dogs like a champ.
I don't even swallow.
He eats them like a duck.
You have to eat the bun, too, though.
Yeah.
Whole thing.
Gulp,
I
gulp.
feel like
It's like
I
Homer and the
could
donuts.
contend.
Hey, someone put mustard on mine, you cheating bastards!
I feel like I could.
And I would put it
hold my
underneath
own.
the dog so you wouldn't even know it's there.
Fuck
Poison.
that. We prepare our own hot dogs.
Oh my god.
I burn mine on the barbecue.
Oh my god, Ripken's choking on his hot dog. No, he's not choking, I just put mustard on it.
No, I wouldn't let him.
Ketchup only. Cheese, pickle, maybe some bacon bits.
Wow, Mr.
Either-
Fancy.
either-
Take the
If
time
you're
to
doing
prep
an
your
eating
hot dog.
competition, you want the less amount that you
Yeah.
can for something.
I straight up saw a picture on Facebook that perfectly would represent me in an eating contest. Now, the picture was of a pie contest, which I would have no part in,
Same here.
as everyone would know,
Hey,
no
you
matter
heard it
what
here
sort of
first,
pie it
folks.
was. But it was
First,
literally
folks.
just a gentleman, as
Ripken
everyone
does
had
not
their
eat
as everyone had their faces in their pies for the competition, there was just the one guy with the knife and fork who was just there for free pie. Just so he was just enjoying his one pie. So that would be me. I'd go to a nice hot dog competition. I would just carefully apply my ketchup and my pickles, and then just...
They don't have, like, condiments at a
Yeah.
eating contest.
I would take my time to go find some. Because I'm likely at a carnival.
You pull them out of your fanny bag.
Yeah, that's right. I just bring little packets of...
You have, like, a fucking napkin or a bib on.
dabbing with one finger, as I do, because I'm loyal.
Fancy.
Royal was the word I was looking for, but it
'Cause
came
I'm
out
loyal.
loyal.
Loyal to the waiter.
I'm loyal to the royal, baby. What up? Yeah, no. But escape rooms. Back to escape rooms. Yeah, I feel like I would be helpless in an escape room. I'd be the guy.
All three of us would fare well in an escape room.
You think we'd
At
be
least
okay?
Make the person laugh.
As a team? You think we'd be alright?
As a team.
Worst comes to worst,
we'd
as his
kill
counter
it.
comes down, like 10, 9, I'm eyeing up the door. Like, I'm gonna cannonball myself through this motherfucker. We're winning no matter what.
I
We
feel like
escaped.
we got it. We all have different knowledge.
You just got the
I think
employee
we're
of the
okay.
escape room waiting on the exit with a stopwatch as it's counting down. It like gets to
Oh
like...
no, I'm holding him hostage with a Nerf gun inside.
Oh shit.
This shit's escalating.
I was gonna say you just got them standing there at the door waiting. It gets to the 10-second point. They're
Oh,
like, ha,
yeah.
they're not gonna do it. All of a sudden, they just see a chainsaw come through the door, cuts like a circle through. Nice, made it.
Is this the answer? We found this in there. We found gas. We found everything.
How did you find all that stuff?
We built it. It's like I'm taking apart a typewriter and made a chainsaw with all the keys. That's what we're supposed to do, right? We're like the fucking A-team now.
I'm MacGyver,
We're
Ripken.
the D-team.
D-team.
I'm that guy in the D team who does stuff. I think his name is Murdoch. I'm Ripken Guyver.
The D-team. We need D-team t-shirts. Train, done up as the A-team
Ooh,
van.
but it has to have a wing on the caboose. 'Cause
Yes.
everything needs a wing.
Of course.
Or spoiler. Sorry, that's what you know what I mean. The big spoiler
I
thing.
call them picnic tables, but
Is it made of hockey sticks? Hockey sticks in a 2x4. A super Canadian train.
D-team, bringing it into your holes.
Dun, 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 dun. That's what we're singing as we break through the escape room. But yeah, generally, we should try an escape room.
We should,
The
it'd be
DeRailers escape rooms.
Oh, can we wear GoPros on our head?
Obviously, we have to GoPro the experience. But yeah, I generally don't know like what the rules are. Like, do they, you know?
Fuck
Can't
that.
use
We
your phone
live-
and shit.
Fuck that. Yes, you can. We live stream and ask for help. Help us, fuck.
You could say it would be a very random excursion.
That's an evil laugh.
I like it.
To set up for the...
Random bucks are random.
What? I thought I had a good
No,
segue.
you did. I spaced it out. Typical.
That's the noise of
That's
the
the
box.
box.
I like
That's
it.
the box being shaken. I'm going to read the random box. Who looks like a good one? That's the noise of it. Okay, the random box has graciously provided us with
All
this.
hail the random box.
Did you
All
sing?
hail you box.
Yeah, I sang.
Okay.
You did. Is that Goobs who sings? Wow, I didn't know that.
Sorry.
I thought it was
Whoever.
an angel.
Did that angel sing?
That's crazy. The random angel who comes down. Okay, here we go. If you had to start a cult, what would you call it, and what would you worship? Now, graciously, the angel gave me the question in advance. Very kind of the angel. So I've already got my answer. Ready to go.
Let her rip.
Let her rip. Okay, well, my cult would be called the One Punch Cult. We'd worship me in a bald form. Every day we would do our One Punch workout. 100 push-ups,
Sit-ups.
100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and we would run 10 kilometers. This is casual. This is everyday stuff for me, Ripken. No worries. And eventually we would become strong enough to take on the world foes. Everyone of my followers would call me Satima.
So you'd be the One Punch Men? And woman, too.
I
would be the
want
One
in
Punch
this
cult.
cult, man.
We would be the One Punch Cult. And eventually we would become an army of one punchers. We would rid the world's foes of... Like, this isn't a bad
Include
cult.
people
This is...
in a Walmart parking lot?
As long as we can go around screaming, "One punch!" Like
better
the
believe we
fucking
can.
intro.
And the intro would be just as catchy. We would also have just as much of an attitude towards our day-to-day living. Very blase-blah. You know, very just relaxed.
We just want to get shit on sale.
You know, exactly, thank you. And we're
We're
very
thrifty.
upset when the store closes.
Get your ramen.
And we miss
Fuck
that
yeah.
sale. Exactly.
Ramen.
Oh, there would be a very strict diet.
Or your
in
bento
the One
boxes.
Punch Cult.
Oh, bento num nums.
I am not looking forward to being bald, but I definitely want to live the gimmick.
You're not too far.
It's part. Thank you. Yeah.
You have a close shaven head.
Thank you. I do. If my hair gets too long, it gets curly, and I can't let. My mother would never. She'd love it too much. Can't let that happen. She'd tell me how gorgeous I
I
look.
told my mother to love me. I'm part of the
Exactly. That's it. I'm part of the one. Mom. I'm a cult leader. Okay. Stop telling me how cute I look. And that would be my cult, guys. We just it would be developing a one punch army. So, like I said, we could rid the world of
I'm
pollution.
down.
We'd one punch that shit
I
right out
join
of
your
here.
one
fucking-
punch cult.
We'd one punch the world straight
One
to
punch
peace.
global warming.
Exactly.
Children need water. One punch.
And then we'd make sure to catch everything on sale when we're not busy doing 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups,
I
100 squats.
love it, and we would be fucking ripped.
Oh man.
We'd have great asses.
For
and all
those who
those
know the
squats.
real Satima, all holy, bow at your feet. You know he's ripped as fuck, and when he gets angry, the animation gets crazy, and I love it. So
Have you watched season 2 yet?
I didn't. Is it out
Yeah.
Yes.
on Netflix?
No,
No.
I'll
Oh,
send
see.
you a link.
I'm definitely
Don't worry,
gonna
I
be
see-
watching that then because
Not as good
obviously
so
he's,
far though.
I got a better cult in mind.
he's my
Okay.
Lord and Savior. So
It's the Keanu cult.
well done.
Shout
Well
out to
done.
Keanu Reeves.
Shout out to
I
You
Keanu.
want
guys
your
make
holy
my cult
savior.
sound lame.
Very well, great cult.
Cult of Reeves.
Yep.
Yeah. We watch all of his old movies and stuff. We do bus excursions.
Yep.
Bus cannot go under 50.
Thank God.
So, like, if you want off at this stop, you better jump. And that, we're very, very good at the tuck and roll
Of course.
at the Keanu cult.
We're all trained in tactical roles.
We call ourselves the Reeveses.
Reeveses, I
It's
like
yeah,
it.
very
Reeves is Christ?
Yeah, of course. I
Well,
like
that's
it.
my name specifically. I'm Reeves Christ. And
Reverend
we wear
Reeves.
all, like, Matrix robes.
Nice. Can I make
And
that?
on Saturdays, we dress up as Johnny Utah. Like,
Which is pretty much casual.
We go to
beach
the beach
party.
and shoot
Beach
guns
party.
in here.
Nice.
Yeah, we all shoot our guns up in the air, and whoever bullets land back on them, natural selection.
That's it.
You're not supposed to. You should be able to dodge it if you're a Reevesist,
Of course.
because like Matrix, right?
That's it.
If you can't dodge a bullet, then you're not good to the cult. So like we only have 5 members right now. We started off with 550, Bullets
lost
can't
a
be
few.
dodged that well, but
It's
the
tough.
cult still. We got new applicants coming in.
It just goes to show you that not everyone is meant to be a Reevesist.
Not everyone's a dog boy.
Exactly. Thank you. I agree. I like it. I really do. And, yeah, I'd be a Reevesist. I'd join. For all we Reeve, Keanu. For all we Reeve, Keanu.
You guys are forgetting about the most religious figure that we have, the sprinkled donut. I am going to be the cult of the sprinkled donut.
Oh shit! The vanilla dip.
I am the vanilla dip.
Oh.
I am the supreme leader. My underlings are Hawaiian.
Oh god.
No, we're not race-wise. The Hawaiian donut.
Hawaiians only in this cult.
No,
Just Samoans over here.
no,
You'd be tough. You'd be a tough group of guys.
No,
I'll give you that.
but you know what I mean?
There's a vision like her commanding a whole army of the Rock. A whole bunch of rocks.
While eating donuts.
Yeah, so anyways, we praise the almighty donut. The donut for breakfast. We have a lunch donut and a dinner donut.
I'm picturing
They're
you
all the
very.
same.
No.
I'm picturing you wearing a lot of glitter all over
yes.
to represent.
We look
Sprinkles.
on
Represent
church
sprinkles.
day. We must dress up in full donut costume.
Church day is actually a Tuesday.
That's the most random fucking day of the week. It's definitely
Because
not
that's when you
Sunday.
get half price donuts.
That's right.
Is that a thing?
Probably. I don't know. It's got
Somewhere.
to be somewhere.
Either that or the cult of the kitty cats,
Oh,
where we have to be cats. Meow.
It's just nothing but cat videos
Yeah.
projected on all walls.
You just have to
Oh.
lay on the floor, take some acid, and laugh at cat videos for like 10
yeah.
hours
Then
a
me
day.
and the Revis come in there with a laser pointer and cause pure mayhem. Or like, hey guys, do you want some catnip?
Until one of the Reeveses sees the same cat twice. He's like, deja vu.
And then the cat's like, meow,
glitch
because
in the
that's its
Matrix.
And
name.
he jumps out the window.
I'm surprised you didn't start like a Mulder cult.
Oh, good call. I just didn't want to do
David
a
and
person.
Duchovny or Bruce Campbell.
I just didn't want to do a person. I
Kevin
wanted
Smith?
to do an object.
Cafultifornication.
I wanted to praise a stupid object instead of a human.
All hail the mighty donut.
I like that.
You got people like with
We
hemorrhoids,
have our
like thank
oh
God,
my god!
finally.
Okay, this is so bad, but our you know they all have the cross. Ours is like a jelly-filled donut. It's
Oh, like a cross-shaped
pinned to,
donut.
pinned to the cross, so then it's like dripping jelly.
Oh God.
A baptism is when you squeeze a jelly donut onto someone's
No,
forehead or
glaze.
something. And then
Donut glaze.
So you get glazed on your face.
you just start
donut
rubbing
glaze.
it in like, oh god.
With the glaze from like an old sour cream donut.
No, Krispy Kreme glaze.
Sugar
is the
bath.
best.
Just Krispy Kreme glaze.
Krispy Kreme donut glaze.
We welcome your child into the donut realm.
Now we eat them.
Show up to Dunkin' and just start like bowing down.
They got those Hawaiian donuts.
Donut holes. There's a big thing online like a week or two ago about donut holes and Timbits. Because a lot of people posted online, Canadians, like, what do you think this is? I go, it's a donut hole. No, it's a Timbit. And a whole big argument broke out because of that.
I think it was called Donut Hole first.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Timbit makes sense because it's Tim Hortons and you're a little Timbit. Like, think about Timbit soccer. Come on.
Yeah, they
Donut
sponsor
hole
a lot of
soccer? What
soccer
the
and
fuck? Who wants
hockey
to
up
play
here.
donut hole
It's just
soccer?
it's just their own version of the donut hole. that
We
they
had
call
to
the
make it
Timbit.
Canadian, man.
It's like when you go to any other restaurant that isn't McDonald's, you can't order McNuggets, which I've
chicken.
done often.
You know how many times
I went
I
to
do
Tim
that?
Hortons
Oh
like to
my
get a
god.
breakfast sandwich. Like, can I get a
I always say egg McMuffin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, same thing with Q-tips. Like, Q-tips is not what it's called.
Cotton swab.
Yeah, but it's like the brand name. So like, yeah, I need some Q-tips. Like,
Yep.
it doesn't matter what you buy, they're a Q-tip.
Kleenex. Is it really a Kleenex?
It's a facial tissue.
Shit, man. Goddamn brands are taking over.
You know what I learned the other day that's really interesting? That damn it, I'm mad. Backwards is damn it, I'm mad. Isn't that
Oh.
amazing?
That is amazing.
Is
Sorry,
a-
that just like popped in my head.
Well, that's not an automatopoeia.
No, it's
That's-
I don't remember.
I just like
what it
saying
is.
that.
Yeah, no,
Is it?
anagram
No.
is the other. It's
think that's-
something.
Then
Yeah,
what the
it
hell's an
It's a word.
automatopoeia?
Anyways, damn
Just
it,
like
I'm
race
mad.
car.
Damn it, I'm mad.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Fun fact of
I like
the day.
when that happens.
That is so.
I wish taco backwards was taco, but it's not.
No, it's OCAT.
Oh, cat.
Which is just as good.
Now
Taco
I
hell.
understand.
The taco peas,
Fuck those taco
they're
beans.
real.
They are real.
They stink.
You gotta watch out. I haven't been to Taco Bell in ages.
I've been there
I
once.
love their fries so
and that's
much.
it. You love those fries supreme, though.
Yeah, the fries supreme are great.
I'm not a fan.
I don't do them.
I don't do sour cream on
Yeah,
fries.
it's like I don't do sour
That's what's
cream.
Why
on
not?
my
Sour cream
You
is
gotta
just...
explore your boundaries, man.
The only thing I do with sour cream is mix it with some ranch mix and make a dressing out of it. Then I dip some
No.
regular chips in that
You gotta
shit.
put it in
Oh, French
pierogies.
onion.
You gotta put it on fucking baked potatoes.
See,
No,
no,
with
I
some
don't
bacon,
either. No.
Shredding
cheddar
these
cheese.
things.
Just cheddar cheese and bacon. I don't need
No,
no
you need some sour cream
No.
on that. I'm sure the fucking passengers will agree. Sour cream is everything.
I
Just
mean,
the name
yeah.
alone is unappealing.
cream should
Like
not
goat
be sour.
cheese.
And
I
it's
don't want
gross.
to eat goat
Feta
cheese
is
because
great.
It's
of the name.
disgusting.
A feta cheese and spinach pizza will change your life.
So if I get a goat, are you gonna make cheese?
That's a lot of work to do.
Are you going to milk that goat?
I will milk that goat
Oh, wow.
if you will make cheese.
I want a fainting goat. I don't want a normal
You probably
goat.
still have to milk it.
They can milk each other.
You can milk anything with nipples.
Come here, Ripkin. Have some Ripkin milk.
It's 100%. Fully concentrate. Straight from the
Hey,
source.
I'd milk a goat. That's fine.
Definitely not that homo milk you hear of up in Canada.
Homogenized.
Exactly. It's just a short form, people. Don't be offended by our milk. We're just lazy.
Oh, yeah, milk me.
Okay, you can be offended by that. Don't be offended by the name of our milk.
Sorry. It's
Leave
just like
our
the
homo
it's just
bags
like
out
the
of
jerk
this.
chicken. They find the jerkiest chicken.
Right? That asshole.
Hey,
Chickens.
hey, get him away from the other chickens. He's a jerk.
That jerk chicken.
All hail Keanu Reeves.
Oh, hail the sprinkle donut.
All hail Satama.
It's just me bald. Don't be fooled. You know?
Above and below?
Fully bald. That's how he lost all his hair, man. It was the workout.
It's probably like a fucking spin-off on like Pornhub or something, like One Cock
Guaranteed.
Man.
Guaranteed.
There's a parody of everything.
That's
so
what I
for
mean.
sure.
Guaranteed.
Would be One Cock Man or One Nut Man.
I would really hope it's only one cock, man. Anything beyond that is just overkill.
Hentai.
Fair enough. The man's an absolute legend. Bow to him. And me, in my bald form.
All bald.
I would never be able to do that workout. That's why it's the cult of my dreams.
I
and
feel
not
like
my
one
reality.
day you would.
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups.
That's not
100
that
squats.
much.
10 kilometers is a lot.
10K
That's
is a lot.
But really, like the
Kenny
rest
couldn't do it. He had
isn't-
to fake his whole mother's death.
That's right. That's
After
right.
like 2 weeks, yeah, the push-ups, squats, and sit-ups thing wouldn't be a big deal.
I think I can maybe only get up to like 15 push-ups tops.
Right now, but if you trained, you get better fast.
It's true. I'm really impatient with workouts, though. That's why I can't go to the gym.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who expects results right
Me-
away.
I
I
have a
want
hard
to run on
time
the
with
treadmill
that.
for 5 minutes
Be
and lose
buff.
5 pounds. Like,
I'm the same way. I have a hard time.
I want to lift that weight just like 3 times and fucking be
Look at my
buff.
muscles.
Yeah, just be like, yeah. And
Look
then,
at me, I'm Brock Ripken.
and then I can go home for a week and just eat whatever I want and then
Yeah.
have to go back and be like, all right, 5 more
Back at
lifts.
it.
Now I'm buff again.
Unfortunately, that's not how it works.
Fucking body.
Yeah, fuck
Why you gotta be such
body.
a jerk?
Fuck
You
you,
get-
science.
Like it gets fat so quickly. Fucking within 5 minutes you can gain 5 pounds, but you know, I can run on a treadmill for an hour and still be fat.
Yep.
It's not fair. It's how the
Welcome
gyms
to life,
get ya.
Ripken.
It's how the gyms get you, man. Just be like, guess what?
I know.
You're
Then you
still
give up
fat.
and you still pay.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. I'm not going back. But every 2 weeks that money comes out of your account.
That's why you join a cheap gym, okay?
I'm really showing the gym by not going back. I
That's
won't even
okay.
associate with people named Jim. That's
Because it
how,
reminds you of the gym.
that's how against it I am.
I work with a lot of gyms.
It's not that terrible.
Still won't change my mind. What happens if you go and punch them? Does that mean you're hitting the gym?
You are definitely
Yeah,
hitting the
man.
gym.
Hitting a gym.
What are you doing tonight? I'm hitting the gym. Bam! Just walk up and punch them in the face.
Might even hit 5 or 6 gyms. I don't know.
Depends on how many
You see,
there are.
you're driving home and like you see a license plate says gym. Oh man, I'm fucking hitting you.
Down you go, Jim.
I pretty much rode off a gym the other day. I hit it so hard. Shit, man, you must have got a crazy workout on. Well, I still feel about the same, but I feel a lot better.
My neck's a little sore and I heard a lot of screaming, so I don't know how Jim's actually doing.
I'll let you know how the court case goes. Shit, man, you really worked out. Yeah, I broke some stuff.
Necks, backs.
And what a happy note to end the show on.
Thank you for joining us, passengers. We hope you enjoyed our trip. First, we talked about Kenny versus Spenny, and then we talked about hitting Jim. So if you know a gym, you better hit them real hard. Sorry, dark place there for a second. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Have yourselves a wonderful day. And remember to love yourselves. You're awesome. Bye now.
Thank you for joining us, and be sure to follow us on Twitter. I am Ripkin, at RipkinWN.
I'm Goobs at GoobsWN.
And you can follow the show at the DeRailers.
You can also follow the SomeBuddies Network, at SomeBuddies Net.
If you want to support us, you can go to www.tpublic.com/user/the DeRailers podcast. Put one of our great shirts on one of your beautiful chests.
This podcast is part of the SomeBuddies Network. You're never alone when you've got some buddies.
My name is Patsy the Angry Nerd, lover of sharks and science.
This is Ashes Von Nightmare, the mistress of Merlot and real housewife of Transylvania. We go in-depth in our discussions of origins, the things that make them unique, and their contribution to pop culture and society.
We also incorporate them into battles that showcase their skills and talents. All this, plus Patsy's Science Fact, the Von Nightmare Vineyard Wine Recommendations, Agent Nicole Files, and more each week on Throwdown Thursday. Be sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter at TDThursdayPod. And we will see you next Thursday.
I'm Player 1 Toby,
And I am Player 2 Goobs.
and we are the Secret Levels Podcast.
We are a very short, fast, and funny podcast about the classic video games that you love and some newer ones. We slam through them one episode at a time. We try to keep it within the 30-minute limit and keep you that fast and funny, which we only deliver, folks.
And we're going to touch on games from all different types of systems, from Nintendo to Sega to PlayStation.
We're doing from 1942 to Zelda, because we're not counting numbers. Everything's a part of the alphabet here on this show.
So check out our show on all the major podcasting platforms and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Secret Levels Pod.
Do that or get a game over, folks.
I'm Jay.
I'm Bob.
And I'm Corey.
We are the Cretans Guild.
We're a trio of man-children whose friendship predates The Lion King, Green Day's Dookie, the N64, and the Chunnel.
We have backgrounds working in television, video games, radio broadcasting, creative writing, and pizza delivery. That's a large cheese, right?
On our podcast, Nerd or Not, you'll hear us talk about board games, TV, movies, comics, collectibles, video games, wrestling, theme parks. We even did a segment on f***ing pizza.
So check and listen to us on Podbean, iTunes, Google Play, and YouTube. And check out our socials on Twitter and Instagram under Cretans Guild.
Welcome to the Guild.
You can find me on Twitter at itsbrob. That's ITSBROB. If you want to talk professional wrestling and other general shenanigans, that's the place you do it. I also host a podcast called the Random Ramblers with Rob podcast, and you can follow the show on Twitter also at 3R Show. You can go to randomrobcast.com for different ways that you can help the show grow and be something bigger than itself. And also, finally, you can find me on Instagram while I walk the hollowed halls of Walmart and get into plenty of shenanigans. Hopefully soon I'll be coming with some high quality equipment and doing some interviews in that motherfucker and harassing the shit out of people and probably maybe going to jail. Subscribe to my Patreon, motherfucker.
Don't forget, Automan, you promised to take me to the Noiseland Video Arcade this weekend.
No can do, Bart dude. I gotta follow the Best Darn Diddly Review Show on tour. Diddly diddly diddly.
That's not how podcasts work.
Huh?
All you have to do to listen to the Best Darn Diddly Review Show is follow them anywhere you can listen to podcasts, or visit them at bestdarndiddly.com.
Whoa, you just totally blew my mind, man. I'll get right on that.
Otto, I think the bus engine's smoking.
Yeah, the engine.
Remember, if you don't follow the Best Darn Diddly Review Show, you can eat my shorts.
Food. Whoa, think I got the munchies.
Greetings, heathens and harlots. I'm Crumb, and I host the Casual Sex with Crumb Show, the least discreet podcast on the web, bringing the world sex positivity, kink, adult news, and ample chatter about butt stuff. I'm here to educate and watch porn. If this sounds appealing, find me at casualsexwithcrumb.com and on all major podcast platforms. I hope to slide between your ears soon, and in the meantime, if you can't be good at it.